All right, everybody, what is up? Welcome back to the Planet Crafter. I just checked on the first episode. It just dropped, I don't know, 5 hours ago. So saw enough comments that they want to see a playthrough. And what else? Somebody said they didn't even know I ever even played this game. Yeah, I did a initial series on it. Then I did another series on that first one. Then I did a series on Humble. And now I'm doing the Moon series. So check the channel, click on the playlists. If you ever wonder, like, the games that I have played over the past 22 years, playlists are probably the best. I stopped it for a while, not too long ago, but I usually did a pretty good job assembling playlists. That way you can go through and see the games, and they're condensed. You don't have to go through 5,000 videos. You go through however many playlists there are. All right. So I guess my brain wasn't working really good in the last episode. So I didn't really have to do that much research. I just thought a little bit. Couple of things. Number one, I was like, where do I get this? Where do I get that? How do I make this? How do I make that? I forgot about the space trading. You can get your fuses in here. You can get tree seeds in here. You know, not a lot, but some of those, like, hard to find items. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so I use this, and I had no money. I actually had enough money. I had enough to buy 2 tree seeds. So I put those 2 tree seeds in over there. Now all 3 of those tree seeders have a multiplier in them. You can see there's orange and what is that? Chartreuse, magenta. Let's just go with purple. All right, so that's working. And then I took a lot of my stuff that I had here and I sent it up to get tokens. Mistake? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We got 11,000. I think I'm gonna have to buy more of these energy multiplier fuses for 6K because these are required to do, for me to leave this planet to go back and forth if I want to do that. All right, so solution there. Hopefully you guys blew up the comments telling me, you know, how to do this stuff. That was the goal. So what I did end up doing, you guys saw this. I've been using this like all the time. Like, I'm like, okay, I needed some larvae, right, to make a couple things. So I got a couple of those, then bam, I just punched out a bunch of other stuff, filled it up. I've been sending this thing back and forth fairly often. And then I made the trader, right? And I made, this is the one where I can jump back and forth if I want to go. So this is the one we used to initially get here. But if I build this, I can go back to Humble myself in person. The only catch is you have to build this rocket every time, and it's very expensive because of that energy multiplier fuse and the quartz. And I remember how I got the quartz. You have to go through that portal generator and go to those crazy miniature worlds to find quartz. So that's one thing. You can also disassemble stuff if you have it, but we're doing okay on that right now. And then I just recently put this up, which is, you guys know what this is. This is the original rocket platform, right? Launch platform. So I can send up my multiplier rockets. I'll show you in there, but I sent up a couple of the pressure, a couple of heat, a couple of plant, and a couple of oxygen multipliers. Got trees over there. Look how far the water's come up. Got a giant lake behind me. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drills going, 5 heaters. I put up this guy for oxygen and also gives me tree bark. Obviously I put that up to do some of the oxygen stuff. And I put up I put this guy here, and I brought over uraninite from my other planet. I had a bunch of it. That's the crusher. And you can see on the front screen here, uraninite will give you super balls and the red and green iridium and uranium. Now here, I remember seeing this, so the cosmic dealio can give you some of these as well, but these are pretty rare. New blueprint, T4 speed. Yes. I had to make 2 more of these. I've got a total of 4 now. And then you can see I was able to tuck one of these bad boys way back up in there. And then this is getting pretty full. So that's kind of in a nutshell what I realized out here. I've got all my rocket platforms built. I don't have the portal thing here, but I'm not really worried about that right now. I extended this with the 4x4 just for future. And I had all these here lined up. They instantly filled up as soon as I started using that crusher. Without even having to like manually get this stuff, the crusher's doing it. So I did all this, and I've got 2 spares down here for when I come back. I can just dump everything. And I had to move my auto crafter to here because right here it wasn't reaching all the way down there. Now let me show you this. This is kind of important. Well, here's this. You can see I've got 2 rockets. They're 1,000 each. So these are my multipliers I got going. Pretty important to get these going early. And you can see, oh, point that. Okay, so we hit clear sky, and our next stage is breathable atmosphere. Interesting. All right. Remember, I'm like that. Like I built this thing and it's useless. The quartz thingy lathe CNC mill right here. You have to unlock stuff, and I'm like, but. This is all I see. This is what we just unlocked. This is all I see. Well, there's my mistake right there. If you go into this one, which shows your, quote, whole solar system, it's counting the grand total here, right? Right here. And look at these unlocks down here. I looked back at that first video and I saw this, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So we unlocked this right away as soon as we got here. Here's the oxygen tank. Here's the delivery depot. Here's the plant rocket, the multiplier fuse for the trade rocket. I actually found one of these guys. Here's the jetpack. Here is the insect spreader, their T2 and T2 magnetic field. There's the rocket engine. And there, finally, is the energy multiplier fuse. And the last one, cosmic quartz. Let me just tell you how far off this is. Okay, you can make this. Once you get this, you can use that quartz thingy to make it. But do you realize how far off this is? Remember, we unlocked this right away, this. So right now, we are at 162 SX. So sys-TI, right? That's the terraforming index, system terraform, the overall system terraforming index. We're on SX. So here is, well, it doesn't say those. This next one is 600 SX. Now, that number was like 20 for a while. You can see it moving pretty good because of those rockets. So 600 SX. This one is 10 SP. That means we have to get to 1,000 SX and we'll have 1 SP. So we need 10,000 more here to get this. Okay? This one, look, that's SP. This is OC. I don't know what that is. Another 1,000? Or 100. Maybe that's 100. 100 at SP might be... Dude, I need a drink. Man's got a drink. Now that I added those things, I get confused about how far to go down. Anyway, this is just... I thought it was kind of comical. Let's go with... We know for a fact that 600, that means this is going to go to 1,000, right? To get to 1 SP. Now, maybe 100 SP is 1 OC. I doubt it, but maybe. If not, that goes to 1,000 SP before we get there. 5 OC. This is 2.5 NO. Like, this is a whole nother level. This is NO. Okay, so we got 2, 15, 70, 500, and then another level, DC, 10 of those, and finally, I keep saying finally, 500 DC, and then this one is UD. Like, who knows what multiplier that is? Just if you said all of these are 1,000, do you know how far off that is? Wow. Now, it would have helped if that my other planet counted at its 9, but remember when I launched over here, I was at 4 TTI, and my Humble's been going this whole time, so it's at nearly 8 TTI now. That's good. It's almost doubled, and we're at 21 GTI. So I think maybe this one goes to 100. It either goes to 100 or to 1,000, then it jumps to TTI. So here's some of the unlocks. So these things are pretty far out of reach. Don't even think about them. So there's some of the missing unlocks that if I use this quartz table, I can actually make the cosmic quartz. But I think that'll come after this planet is complete and ongoing. And then you go to, oh, the other thing, I forgot this. This thing is really important. So if you click on Humble, you can see it zooms in. It tells you where you're at, right? It tells you what the final terraforming index was 4 when we reached that. And now we're at almost 8. And then here's the items that unlock there. So now we're on Selenia, right? We're doing pretty good for this stuff. Look, barren, water cycle, vegetation, we're at clear sky. All we have is breathable, so O2, natural life, and completes transformation, or terraformation at 5 TTI. So one more than even Humble. But look at the unlocks here. Megadome. I think these are the ones. Yeah, these are the ones here that we see on this screen. Yep. See, those are the ones. Okay. And then if you go to Aqualis, right? Aqualis. This one requires 7 TTI. Now, you guys enjoying this series, I'd like to get this planet or this moon done, and I'd like to get over here because look at this. It actually looks like it's all water. Some land, but mostly water. This would be really interesting. Phosphorus, different fish eggs, suit, a T2 wind turbine. Why? Like, why? Why a wind turbine? Anyway, T3 fertilizer. Now, we're actually finding this fertilizer here, but we don't have a use for it yet. The other planet actually unlocks it and must be a use for it. We've got another outdoor farm, a bigger butterfly farm, different frog eggs, a T2 fish farm, which looks pretty dang cool, animal multiplier, a tree seed that does 1300%, T3 animal food, and the ability to make quasar quartz, right? So silk, no worries, bio, algae, and then phosphorus is on this planet. And then we already looked at Humboldt. If we look at Prime is low too with the 4 TTI, and you can see it's not counting anything for me there. So that was long story long, huh? I just wanted to let you guys know that I did kind of figure out all my dumb little questions that I had. And what I think I want to do now is I actually want to go back to Humble to do for a couple reasons. I want to go back to Humble I want to bring, I'm going to just bring a bean. I got food. All right. I want to go back to Humble because there's things that I need to make there where, like, I have the drones and everything. What happens is, say you have a drill that's drilling super alloy, right? Which I do. Well, for every 1 super alloy, there could be 4 iron, 1 titanium, some cobalt, and it fills the chests, right? So if you can't put that iron anywhere, if you can't put those other things anywhere, there's nowhere for the mining stops, basically, right? So I think I've run out of space for all that other stuff, and it's not mining certain things. Now, if I'm there, I can manually do some stuff, and then, wait, is this the right way? No, it's over here. Look, it's showing the ice is there now. What? No, that ice was gone because we went in that place. Oh, real quick, forgot. This first place I went to as well, There is a door in there. I didn't look to my right, but one key card to open it. So I did access that part. You guys probably saw that I missed that. I did get it. And it was only one card. It was the only blue card that I had left. So I have one of the old school cards, which goes up into this particular place. And then the blue cards are for these external ones. At least that's my guess. All right. We're doing good. We're doing good. Doing good. Except I'm gonna... Oh, I wanted to make that T4 speed thing. Sorry, we're gonna fill up pretty quick, so we'll be back. Well, I didn't tell you guys, but my intention now is... Oh, I was gonna make O2. That's all right. This is the one that I'm gonna get lost in. I already got lost. There we go. All right. So my intention is to go and collect as much stuff as we can, right? We already got that out of there. We're going to go and collect as much stuff as we can from these facilities. Get it all back. Meanwhile, you know, Humble's still working away. Oh, that needs explosives, doesn't it? Oh, we might need to come back to this one. I need explosives and I need oxygen to stay in here. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab everything that we can from this planet, right? And get it back to the... These are so important now for me to get points back up for trading. Ooh, is that a multiplier fuse? Oh, those are what we want right there. Well, at least I'm going to be able to collect some of the stuff. So that's a second explosion we need there. So those are only 100, but they could be higher. Yeah, I'm a little worried looking around in here without oxygen. These little places usually... Oh, look at this. Oh, these are just like the ones... These are like the ones from the... Let's get rid of... Oh, shoot. I tried to control-click that to get rid of all of that stuff. There's a fuse cartridge. Okay, let's get out of here if we can remember how to get out of here. I kind of pushed it longer than I wanted to. I was going to bring oxygen. Because this is not... You know, if you get lost in here, you're going to die. You're going to die. So, let's do that. It's a lot of stuff already. It's kind of far going over here. We have to go around here. We did this one, right? We did that one. We have this one way over here and this one. Now, I tried to like use my jetpack to go this way. I can't. I could probably go down the water and go to that one on my jetpack. But again, I have I'll have an O2 problem. I don't see, it says clear skies. I guess it looks different, right? I don't know. Did I ever finish my thought on what my goal here is? So I want to try and collect all this stuff, see what's here, know what I'm working with. Then what I want to do is I want to go back to Humble. Now that I know like what this thing's all about. Because say we get this thing going, I don't think you need to stay here till terraforming is done. I think that there's that thing. Oh, I got over it. I think that to make that chip, I bet you I need the vehicle garage system. I could do that back on Humble. Let's say that I can go to the other moon. I don't know if I can right now, but let's say I can, which means just like Humble is working away right now, this moon will be working away, and I'll go start terraforming the other moon. I thought I read something, or I thought I heard something that you can't do that. You need to kind of do this one, just like you had to complete Humble before you left. You have to do this one. So either way, I want to get back to Humble to get some of that automation type stuff going. Not automated, but to where it doesn't stop. Like right now, I'm kind of screwing up. I didn't know how to let the thing operate on its own. All right, so the white, the pink, everything. Take this out of here. Yeah, we're gonna run out of some space, but that's okay. Okay, there's that. Actually, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Put these in here. That one's full. I started collecting some of these guys because they're on the ground now, right? They're on the ground, like everywhere, right there. Right there. Every time you launch one of those rockets, that's I almost got killed again. I almost went down for the count. So, yeah. It was launching really bad things at me. All right. So I brought these so I could do this. Boop. You guys don't have to worry about that. All right. Food and water. I think we're still okay. Now the O2 requires... I'm not... ice? No. Cobalts. Okay. So we got cobalt. For days. Let's get some of those. Just in case. So we have them with us. Forgot to hit control, but that's okay. We got those two guys there. Grab some water. I'm pretty sure we need the vehicle thing to craft that chip. Matter of fact, I know we need that. Yeah, I know we need that. All right, let's get a bean. Let's get on our horsey. Going back. I think I'm going to skip that underground one right now. I kind of want to see this big one over here. Let's do it. Brr, 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 brr. Like, once you see that giant red button on the back of this thing, you almost can't unsee it. I'm not going to lie. Somebody said, oh, pick up. They said pick up. They said pick up your rover and take it with you. I'm like, hey, that's a great idea. I'm like, oh, I don't see pick up. So I disassembled it. Then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm going to need the vehicle garage station to reassemble it. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll take the parts to build that. Then I'm like, wait a minute. They're not saying anything about any of this stuff. So I looked it up. I saw a Reddit post that said, yeah, you push the giant button at the back. I'm like, oh, who brought the new guy, right? Me. I feel dumb because now it's there. I can't unsee it. This place looks ginormous. That's an industry term, in case you didn't know. This is pretty fun. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, you know, I'm sure you saw it viewing the videos, but doing the original playthrough was like new and, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff. But then you get to a point, maybe 15, 20 episodes in, where you're like, you know, it's like boring. Look, I'm starting to grow stuff up here. See these things, these trees? That's from the rocket. It's a seed spreader rocket that I launched. Anyway, is this the entrance? Looks like it. Housekeeping, one pillow? Okay. Let's just go in and see what's going on here first. So, my point is that even Humble did that, right? Whoa, big. Dude, it's... Wait a minute, can I drive my thingy in here? Dude, can I drive my thingy in here? It looks like a thingy driver, right? You better open up, sucker. What if it deletes my thing? Oh no, see, there's some right there. They're not as cool as me, but... Okay, this is pretty annoying, but that's cool. Alright, we're here. You guys got anything in here? Pretty much. It'd be cool if they had a T4 upgrade on these things and I could just steal it. I could steal it! Big as day. Okay. Put everything over there. I don't think I need O2 in here, but just in case, I'm going to take that, that, and that. We have one of each. Whoa, dude. With these big honking things up here, can I... Okay, this is going to be real easy to miss stuff here. That's a trade rocket multiplier fuse. Okay, we got some of these guys. Housekeeping. So we'll hit these guys first. These are single chest ones. 1,000, that's a good one. Wowzers. Okay. Don't really need more seeds. Don't really need more seeds, to be honest with you guys. Big backpacks coming in clutch. Now we came through here, right? No. We came through here. This is a building. Will it open? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Look at this. A ramp. Okay. Some of those fuses, if they're not like anything you want, send them up in the trade rocket, because some of them are rather valuable. 400, that's the fight. We got plenty of that stuff. This guy, quarantine activated, environmental requirements are not met. Doors won't open until 1 MK heat. Oh, what? That door just opened. All right. You see, I don't. You see, I don't look at the screen. I gotta go in there. You see, I don't look at the screen. Then when I look at it, it's like malarkey. Did he just say malarkey? Yes, I did. Dude, I could drive up there. I think they have the big things up there. All right. Put all that in again. One of these. One of these, a bean, that, and water. All right. It's not that far to go up here. Really big from the outside, but they kind of made it, well, in a way, I'm glad they didn't make it like overly complicated, these gigantic open areas, because you definitely feel like at times that you're missing stuff, you know? Don't need tree bark. We need that, that, and, oh, another 1,000. Nice. All those rockets that I had, I sold them all. I sold all those rockets. And they're only worth, is it 13? I don't know. I put in like a bunch of them. It's like 113 tokens. Like, that's not going to work. Because I needed 8,000. So I started selling fuses. This stuff looks flammable and explodable. Oh, here's the thing. Can I... Oh, it won't let you use it. This is a vehicle station right here. Normally it'd have a screen, but I can't use this one. Okay. These things sound pretty cool. Got the airlock going on them. It's like the boss's quarters or something. Ooh, nice radio, satellite TV right there, baby. I knew I'd get to the point where I stopped collecting that stuff. There was actually, you know what? There's actually a Lerma seed. I take that guy. Lerma. Little balcony. Okay, so we went up there and got the ones from up there. We did this building. We did this building. Well, on the roof of this one. We did all 3 of those. The only thing left in here is that one. Which way am I facing? Oh. Oh. I'm only in the first dome. There's a bigger dome. There's this in this whole area. Holy, absolutely cannoli. Okay. Asked and answered. I am... You know what? I want to just, while we're here, I want to go see what it is. I've got food, water, and 102, so we should be able to not die over here. What the deuce? Oh. Whoopsies. Now are we... Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, 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 ooh, ooh. There's an unlockable, quote, large dome. I wonder if it's this big. It's really far away from where we're at now, but dude. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3 apartments there. We got that, this. Gigantic buildings, man. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. After thorough analysis of the geological layer, Koa, Boa, Doa. It seems like a year has already passed since we've arrived. Somebody came up with those messages. Okay, we got ourselves a green access card. 37 in favor of 8. I abstain from voting. Okay. It's like a cafeteria or something. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty cool. Bunch of noodle soup. Who doesn't like noodle soup, dude? I told you it was a cafeteria. Don't really need to carry water around. Goes up again? Oh, the gym. It's the gym. Look. Walk on a treadmill. I don't know what that thing does. Looks kind of scary. 200. Hey, keep my eye out for more tree ones. Those two, I had to buy them. They were 3,500 each, something like that. It's pretty crazy. Nice. With all of the finding keys like that, there's definitely going to be some keyed areas. All right, we got to go. Because I'm already low on oxygen, and I'm full. And the thingy's full, and I'm pretty far from my car. Yep. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I mean, I probably could find a, you know, we could test it. Let's just test it. Probably find a way to come over here, at least to that other one, via jetpack. We'll fly down that water and go over there and see. So we still have this place over there to do. We still have a metric butt ton of stuff in that one to do. They did a good... I like that they did what it seems here they did. No mining. All the ores are on the ground. No mining needed here. And they just put, you know, 5 good facilities to go search. And you just get your terraforming in action, right? I like that. Because the humble and the regular planet, they're all about mining. Mining for your stuff. There's so much here. It's like speed bumps everywhere. And other than that first little bit that I did when I first got here, I haven't went around on the ground and done anything because I brought over that, I built that crusher. I had to bring over bauxite, dolomite, and uraninite to make it, and then bring over a bunch of uraninite to actually crush in there. And then sometimes it produces dolomite. You just crush the dolomite right down, and actually works pretty good for the basic stuff, keeping you from having to mine or go looking for things. So you can see this is all in here, uraninite, and that means this thing's probably full. Yeah, almost full. But look at the stuff. That's what it produced, right? So these are really good. These are really good. The rods I need. We throw the dolomite back in there, and that gives us iron, you know, magnesium, all that kind of stuff. So, excuse me. Dump that in there. And dump that in there. I put these specifically so I wouldn't do my super dumb. I'm going to show you guys how much I love organizing. I'll do it on my own time. Oh, there's so many things that I don't need to dump in here. I just broke my own wait. Oh, I made a rocket. There it is. Rocket time. And then spores, right? Like that. And then those can go outside. Some of this stuff, when it's in bulk, kind of see it. It's easy to maneuver. Oh, the that goes in there too. And in here, we put these guys in here, and these guys. And over here, we put these guys in there. And here, we put that little fella. Now, I think I'm going to need, yeah, I'm going to need another one out here. So let me grab 1, 2, 3 of those guys. And we'll do one of these. Put that there. Because even though I have this all organized, you're not going to want to watch me reorganize it. That's good. Most of these things in here, yeah, they were circuit boards. You got any circuit boards? Boop. Boop. Okay, and then aluminum. I went through the aluminum that I had here. The nugget, I think I was putting the nugget in with this weird one that I called... What did I call it? Sulfur. Yeah, I think I put the nuggets in here. I put these in here. And the larva, you can see what's in there. I don't need to tell you. Why you telling me, man? Food. Right? Drink that. That goes in there. It's my oxygen capsule. You're like, I thought you weren't going to do this. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. All right, let's just take a look if we can organize these and see what's going on in here. We definitely could clear those out. This one, boop. Yeah. Funny thing is, a lot of these things are going to make the things I have actually overload. Overload. That guy. That's enough. All right, no mas. I can't help myself. I tried and I can't. Can't stop me. I keep like really going through the super alloy balls, and then I have to make a bunch. And then I go through them, and then I make a bunch. The crazy thing is I've brought a bunch over from Humble, too. Like, I keep launching the shuttle and just bringing them over. Figure why not, you know? Okay, and sulfur, that goes in there. This guy goes there. And jets, rockets, rocket time. Starting to build up the rockets again. Sold a bunch, used a bunch on those other ones. So here's what I want to do. Let's try and shoot over to on foot. See if we can get over there. Might need to bring another one of those. Bring a cup of water. Not a cup of water, a couple of water. Okay, so I'm thinking if I if we go up this way, might be able to get up here and shoot over to this. Let's just see how far it is. Because you can jetpack above the water. If you had to swim, that would suck. Nice canyon. You know what we need is a boat. This is like Colorado River going with those jet boats where they're like just hauling serious booty. Now they may have blocked this to make you go all the way around. You see how tall these walls are? That looks like where I thought I was going to be able to get out, but... Oh, my jetpack. Pretty sure that's... Yep, that's exactly where... Oh, like, what is that? That was really colorful. It was obsidian, so there's that one way over there. It said something about selenium here. Maybe it's just all over the ground? It showed like a... like what would be a mine on the other planets, you know? I don't know. The scary thing about this is the O2. Like, this isn't that close. Oh, geez, I am way up here. Oh, wow, look at all that. It's actually, they got beehives. You see all the beehives in there? The orange thingies. They've got trailers for their rovers. I want a trailer. It's like a dam. Oh, damn. But that's where we'd have to come in all the way around that way. Well, we know we can get here, but you be the judge. O2's a problem. And storage. If you drive over here, I think I can dump my inventory 1.5 times into the rover and then fill up mine. So that's basically, you know, like two loads of my backpack. Plus I can jump in and out of it, instantly get oxygen. Dude, is something up there? Dude, I saw like what looked like something up that mountain. These ledges right here, this ledge and that ledge, some reason when the meteors are coming down, there was like 30 uranium and iridium up here. On that one, and this shelf here. I had to jetpack up over here and drop down to them. It's really weird. I don't know why they hit. But that's the beauty of the uranium and stuff. You can actually see it glowing from really far away. And it seems like it doesn't disappear as fast as, see, I just got back with just barely enough O2. It doesn't disappear as fast as the super alloy. So my theory, why is it shaking? What's shaking? What the? Is it this? I think it's this. It's like a crusher. It's like a crusher. Anyway. My theory was there's just a lot to go get, right? I mean, I could go back on my own time. I don't know if you guys want to see me travel back to Humboldt, do a bunch of stuff, and then come back here. It's not like I'm looking to... There are certain things I want to bring. I want to bring tree seeds, right? For more of those tree spreaders. Over there. I'll put down more of those. There's only 3 and there's 5 and 5. I want to lay down more of these. Launch more rockets. I was hoping to maybe find some cosmic stuff. I don't know. You can tell I'm a little bit like, I'm not really sure. But my main goal was to go back, and one thing was to make room for all my miners to be able to bring in the good ore. I was also going to make a bunch of these guys. So that's how I was making money. I was making fusion energy cells and sending them up. They're pretty expensive, but you only get 80 Terra tokens, but it's like the highest one out of all these, with the exception of these multiplier fuses. They are they're worth like, well, I think they're worth this amount. Let's see that. The multiplier fuse is like worth, where's the multiplier? Right here. 6,000. It's worth 6,000 trade value. So if you send one of these up, you get 6,000. Problem is, you need these things. This one here, this is the most important one for powering this up. I got one right in there, right? So I can put multiples in there. And then you need them to make that rocket that's a one-way trip, right? That rocket will take me back to... Can we see Humble from here? That's not Humble. That's not Humble. Humble, I believe, looks like Earth. No. Hold on. I think this is Humble here. Yeah, there's Humble, right? Humble. This is the Aqua Planet. And I think that we're on this one out here. Yep. Obviously, it's like, here's the sun. Here's Earth. It's like an ice planet. And then this is the other one, Prime. Yeah, I guess they had that sand. Remember the sand waterfall that they had? Yeah, it's pretty sandy there. I really wish I could somehow get my other world onto this save, but I don't think there's a way. Now, this thing here, check this out. This thing here says it's a trade rocket multiplier fuse. Increase the speed of the trade space rockets, right? So I put that down, and it's right there. If you highlight it, you can see that it's highlighting both of these. But it did not increase this time-wise. It didn't increase. I forget. When you launch it, you'll see the time. It didn't change. So it's a liar. We don't like liars. All right. Yeah, I can actually... when I first built these, I built the T1s. You guys probably saw that. The only difference is, I think, the perimeter, the distance... and the ability to put in multiple fuses. So I changed this one to a T2, but it doesn't really matter. It actually matters when you're trying to like grab these. Like you put one here and it'll get all of those heats. You put one there, it might grab, if you can get these two, it might get the other two. It just depends. It's kind of a roll. But the best use I found was multiplier for this, multiplier for that, and multiplier for that, and multiplier for the trees out there, all of which are different fuses. They're all 3 different fuses. But this one I need to... It's disposable, which means... It pretty much means I need to be able to buy them, right? I need to be able to buy them from here, and they're 6,000 a piece. Right here. I need to be able to buy these. So it's going to cost me 1 to go back to Humble, and another one to get back here. So that's 12,000. That's why I'm going to go back and make some of these. It just, I don't know. I felt like I was up against the wall. I was better going and scavenging and finding those free Terra tokens. I don't know. It seems to work that way better. So what should we do? We should definitely build some stuff. Because we went to there, we came back, we went all the way over there, we came back, we went over there and came back, and we still haven't come close to clearing any of those places. So how much power do I have? I have 1,000 available. So if we grab, let's see, if we grab, I think we need 2 of those in one of these, or 2 of these. Let's see. Yeah, 2 super rods. Right? So just make one. Actually, maybe I'll make 2. which means I need to make 3. Okay. Get another Oz rod. See how much we can put this down. See, these things I don't know. I might move them later. Maybe I'll start doing that now. Good place for them. Maybe here? What you want to be able to do is jam them together so the multiplier can work. I do like the look of them, but man, they're monstrous. This might be a good area here. Yeah, it's pretty big. You gotta kind of like jam them as close as you can together. Like, get it all the way over to there, right? So that's none can be on that side, and you gotta just jam these suckers together, because otherwise the multiplier, like that. You see, that's about as close as you can get. I can try and keep doing that, and drop a multiplier here, and it'll grab, 4, maybe 5 of them. I think the T2 can do up to 8 machines. You see how spread out they are there? That one's way up there. I should probably just move these, because I don't have the multiplier yet, but... Hello? There we go. Hello? There we go. Should have enough room. Okay, perfect. Perfecto. So the cosmic crystal and the jetpack is like so far out of reach. It kind of sucks, 'cause I was really looking forward to a new jetpack. As you can tell, I love jetpacking around, because I'm in sprint jetpack right here. So if here's walking, here's running with jetpack. It's so fast. Come on, little fella. One right here. See, sometimes when you pivot them, they'll turn green for you. Oh, I messed that one. There we go. That's pretty good. I mean, look, right here, I should be able to grab all of these particular machines, and... How many more do we have? 2 more. I can jam one in over here. Maybe one right here. Okay, I'm about ready to die of O2. Dang it! I never went inside to get oxygen. Whee! By the way, just so you know, the oxygen does not deplete and start taking your health. It just knocks you out. So don't play with fire there. Okay. Now the heaters. Their heaters are not too bad either. They just take... Yeah, it's all stuff I need to make. So let's see. Let's go ahead and let that thing run there. Because I know that I have one of those reds probably. Yeah, I have one. What else did we need to make for these guys? And the rods, I don't think I have a lot of those. Okay, so it needs 3 per. 2 of those. And then, let's see, grab those. Okay. And niner? Did I catch a niner in there? Were you calling from a walkie-talkie? Ooh, that's... Did it stop making them? Uh-oh. Aluminum. Aluminium. Alright, so there's aluminum to be found, but whenever I run into something like this, I'll launch the trade rocket. I have 19 aluminum? What? No. What? This is what I'm talking about. This, and look at super alloy. Anyway, if I forget, when I come back to the shuttle, I'm like, oh, I was making this, you know? Seriously? Aluminum. Well, it makes sense, because, like I said, I think you can find some aluminum here. What about these guys? Can I make these? Let that run its total. I thought... Did I see aluminum out here? Maybe I didn't. Come to think of it. See, it's another reason to go back to... I should actually make a note of things like aluminum. Aluminum and what else? I need to make sure... I don't really want to jump into one of those portal generators. But I know for a fact that I've used up a lot of the crystals back at the other place. So one good way to check that is, I know I need... Oh, that's wrong. Oh, I can't look while it's doing it. Anyway, I can look in here to see what I have in the way of crystals. So what I'm probably going to have to do is bring some, at least one solar crystal with me to craft the rocket on the other end. Otherwise, I'll have to go into a portal to find crystals. I got these from searching and from breaking some stuff down. I think, let me look. I think it's, what one did I break? This guy. These fuses give you 2 and a circuit board. So those are pretty good to break down if you've got extras of these. All right, so at least I made this stuff. We'll have to make more of this when we get back. Okay, that, and then we'll put the rods away. And then look, I've drained this thing of super alloy. This thing was half full of super alloy just a minute ago. Not that big of a deal, because the super alloy you can make with your regular materials, cobalt, iron, magnesium, silicon, right? I can just make these things and keep making them. The reason why I did this thing was so I could come up with this stuff, and I would go fill... It's like, okay, so take this dolomite out of here, right? Put the dolomite in here. All of this dolomite is going to refill all those basic materials instead of me having to go scavenge off the ground. And then I can keep making super alloy. So it's kind of cool that way. Take these, take these. Actually, take everything but that guy. That. Not enough. So I do have some overrun down here if I need it, which I do. Make a couple rods of those, even though I've got more of those than I do of the iridiums. Iron. I made 2 irons because you always get more iron than anything else. Okay. Super alloy it is. Did that stop making super alloy? Oh my god! What? What am I missing on super alloy? Aluminum! Alright, that's a problem. Okay, the aluminum has become a problem. Okay. That means we need an energy multiplier fuse. We need one of those, one of those. We need blue. So if I take 2 blues, we need solar. I'm going to take 2 solars. And we need green. I'll take 2 greens. I know that I can make these at the other end big time. And I can buy this. These things, I don't know if I have them. So we need 2 fusion energies we got. We need an energy multiplier we got. We need blue, solar, and green. We need an Ozrod, a rocket engine, and a super alloy rod. Okay, so we need a super alloy, we need an Ozrod, and we need a regular rocket engine, not a T2, one of these guys. So I know I can make rocket engines over there. I can make this. I can buy that. These I can't make. So I'm just gonna make sure I take whatever. I don't think I have. If that thing was there, I could see what ones I have. So this thing says, like we said before, allows you to travel between planets and moons, right? Can be crafted in the extraction platform. So we craft that. This fella is going to take us back to Humble. But you see, we can go to Prime and this. So I think that maybe we get this plate once. All right, here, let's go with this. How about this for a plan? I love making plans. We get everything searched here, right? All these facilities. And what I'm going to keep doing is trying to expand on the heaters and the drills and the tree thingies. Oh, that's the other thing I need to write down. Aluminum and tree seeds. Okay. Aluminum and tree seeds are some things I need to bring back. And I need to get them whipped into shape on their end. So, here's my goal. We get all these places searched. So this one's done. I want to show you something over there. This one's done. Right? We went down. There's that top area, though. There's that top area. I don't know if you can go into that. If anybody knows if you can go into that top area. This one is not done. It's partially done. This one's done. This one's partially done. And we have this, and then this whole one here. Once we get all that done, I should have a fair amount of these going, hopefully. A fair amount of the drills going, and a fair amount of those guys going over there. And some multipliers and some more rockets. Then we'll leave this planet and go to the other moon. And get it started at least, right? I think that's a good idea, right? We'll get this one going, ticking away. You can see we're doing okay here. I need to work on my multipliers here. These aren't actually that bad to make. The heat and pressure real easy to make. They're actually all of them. All the rockets take 1 rocket and 2 super alloy. All of them. And then, like, the heat takes 3 cobalt, and then the pressure takes 3 silicon. So that's cheap. The oxygen takes 1 bacteria, 1 mutagen, 1 tree bark. Not that big of a deal. And then the plant one takes fertilizer, lerma, and tree bark. So a little bit, other stuff for those, but really, really easy to make. Really easy to make. So it's like right now, I'm going to wait for that ship to come back. Take 2 rockets, right? And then 4 of these. What'd I say? 3 silicon. Wait, what was it? It was 3 cobalt. And 3 silicon, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we're out of... Wow, we went through the silicon. That thing was full. And we don't have any in here, so let's go. You're like, but Meaty, you said it was easy. Well, you know what I'm saying. Okay, that's 2 rockets worth of stuff we have. We're gonna put another 1,000 multiplier on our pressure and heat. This one. what's landing? With some aluminium. Now, okay, I have, what did I say? Blue, green, and solar. So blue, we have 3. Green, we have 7, and we have no solar. So it's kind of important to bring that stuff back with me. You don't have to wait, I don't think. You can, once this storm is going here, you can build the next one, launch it, and get inside before you explode, like I do. Who else gets bonked in the head by a falling meteor? I'm a rocket man. Okay, 3,000 and 3,000 now. So we'll launch an oxygen and a plant one. That's going to help. That number there, when it's going, when you don't see it moving, you know you need to build some stuff. Like going from whatever it was before clear sky, it was vegetation to clear sky. I saw that go 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 40. It was going. So you see, it's kind of going after those 2 multipliers just hit. But it needs to go much faster than that. That's okay, but it'll be better when I get... I have 7 drills and only 5 heaters. I need to get to like 10 drills and 10 heaters, 10 of these. I did build 4 ecosystems. These things actually are pretty easy to build, and their payoff is good. You look, it's just fertilizer, larva, which I had to bring in via the shuttle before I got larva on the ground. The mutagen, the bacteria, algae, and water. Simple, right? But it gives you almost 3,000 plants per second and 187 insects. So that's pretty beneficial. I built 4 of those bad boys. They're kind of, I don't know why they're so energy intensive. They're almost as much as like the giant drill. Well, 375 on the giant drill, 360 on the giant heater, and this little waterfall is 325. It's a lot of power it's taking. Look at, we're low on power too. Those aren't too bad. Pulsars and super balls for these guys. Pulsars and super alloys. Now at the other place I can actually craft pulsars like for days, which I might do. Then, oh, I need to put that aluminum in here. Okay, there's some aluminum. Now, the heater, right? We were making these guys for the heater. I ran out of aluminum. I plain ran out, he said. Man, I'm having so much fun on YouTube right now playing this and playing Doom. It's like, it's so much fun. What the deuce? Now what is it? Silicon? Super alloy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've kind of run up against it now with my stuff. So we're taking these with us. I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna put that in there. I'm thinking about going back right now. I sure hope this works. I don't need to bring this because I can breathe on the other planet and I can fly around faster than I can drive. So you see what I'm saying? What I'm up against now is super alloy. I'm just going through it like crazy. What I want to do is go back and get a metric butt ton of them back there so I can just bring them in via shuttle if I need to. Are you ready? Are you really ready to leave this planet? You won't be able to come back unless you've built an extraction platform on the destination planet. How the heck do you think I got here? Ooh, sitting down. This my first time trying to go back to my home planet of Humble. Why isn't the rocket lifting off? Why isn't the rocket lifting off? What the deuce? It left me sitting there. The highly experimental Better Life program. Oh, it's so nice to be home. Okay. Look, I can breathe. So, the funny thing is, well, I just go look at our power screen. I think I have more stuff set up at the other planet than I do this one. The only thing I really got going on this one is this. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 12,000, and 10,500. I got a serious rockets going around this place. But if we look at the power... Oh no, okay, so I have 5 T5 heaters at the other place and 7 drills. Portal generator, ore extractors, aquariums, ore extractors. Oh, 7 tree spreaders, so... And only 1 ecosystem. Look at that. And it's right out front here. Yeah, it's right here. So these ecosystems are the ones I was saying draw a lot of power, but they do give you larvae. So for multipliers for like your different biodomes. And look, I got 4 up there. I got a lot going on here. Down here, right down here is where I have all my drills. And I think I have the tree thingies down here. Somewhere in here should be a multiplier machine too, if I can find it right there. Look at this. Pressure multiplier fuse times 3. Like, dude, this is ham bone right here. That's 1,500. Is it really giving me that? Pressure, 1,500% multiplier from this guy. Okay, obviously I did something right here. Somewhere, oh yeah, it's right here. This is really hard to get into. It's been a long time. I'm trying to remember everything. All right, so we got these, and we only have 1 fuse in here, which is 500. And it's doing 500 on the plants, and the 1250 is probably from the rockets that I launched. That 1250% oxygen has to be from, or no, that's this. That's this. Oh, that's a good one. All right. The tree, remember I need to bring tree thingies back from me. That's 1250. The ones I bought were 600? They were like 3,500 tokens? That's a ripoff. Total ripoff, man. Now I gotta see what the heck is going on here. Why my system isn't working. So these are my overload containers. These are designed... That's full. That's not full. So I figured these would all be full. Yeah, they're pretty much full. Holy cannoli. Oh yeah. This is why I'm not having super alloy come in. No, cobalt, cobalt, cobalt. Cobalt's got a little room. Titanium. Titanium has a little bit of room. Uraninite. This stuff here, I can yerk over to the other place and keep crushing. Obsidian, obsidian. Bauxite. Nothing. Zeolite, zeolite. Osmium. Alright, well there's a little bit of room. These back here, empty. Full and full. So, wait a second. Oh my god, I'm not supplying this thing. Priority, high. There goes one guy. I thought I had these all being supplied. That one's being supplied. Very high. Very high. I gotta put that to very high. Very high. Now my aluminum is gone too. What the? I only had one thing of aluminum here. What? No demand? What is going? Okay, something. Highest. What? Priority 5. Highest? See what we got going here. I'm pretty sure. So here's the different things. So I know I'm pulling from most of these. Where am I at? I'm right here. Super alloy right there. Oh, that's the one that's off the cliff. All right, we need to check on this. The super alloy, and do we have an aluminum one here? I don't see aluminum. Is it? No, this is dolomite, bauxite, sulfur, obsidian, iron. Dude, is there no aluminum one here? No wonder I have no aluminum. Here's the cobalt one out here. I'm sure I have one there, but it's... We should go over there. See, I thought I had all these set up, but maybe I don't. That one's set up. That one's not. That one's set up. That one's not. What? All right, I'm going to go through that on my own time. You guys don't need to see me clicking on and off stuff. So the rods, yeah, I've used up a lot of this stuff. And this one had a bunch of this in here. So this one here, pulsar, let's start making some pulsars here. And then, where do I have my trees? I think I have it all in here. So here's plants, 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 and ice. These are all... Maybe I don't have... I mean, I have a butt ton of plants. Huh. It's weird, I found all this stuff, right? And none of it's trees. I mean, some of it's trees, but... Remember I was talking... Oh, I need to drink. Need to go check on that one over there. You guys want to go for a cruise? I think it's... that way. Let's go for a cruise. I want to see what's going on with my super alloy. Actually, first, before we do that, make sure it's we got to make sure it's a T3 ore extractor. And I don't think I have any fuses left, to be honest with you. I was going to say I could do a production fuse, I think they call them. I have a production fuse. Insert this fuse to optimize, speed up the generation time for machines that generate items. See, that makes me think that's like this guy here. I have 3 of them in here to speed this thing up. That doesn't seem any faster. Is it speeding up? It just says energy... I don't think this thing's doing anything. So why don't we do this? Let's take this with us over there and see if it does something over there. If it doesn't change that little verbiage that's on there saying, oh, look, we can, you're going X amount % faster. Oh, shoot, I forgot. You can't fly off cliffs in your jetpack. Whoa! My original home was right here on Humble. Right here. This was my original little pathetic home. Look, I put algae generators. I put all kinds of stuff. This place is doing pretty good. I'm trying to remember. I think I did really good on that first planet. Because like I said, it was up to 9T. And this was only at 4T. This is where I dropped in to Humble right here. You can see my original power stuff. Right there's my original. Now, I remember I think there's a way down. Like this thing? That bring me pretty far down. I think it's down here. Oh, I only have one there. I'm right here looking at it, and then out on that island is the cobalt. What is that purple stuff over there? Oh shoot, I forgot I'm supposed to climb down. Dude, what's that? Oh, it's these things. What the deuce? I got animals all over the place. Are those animals? Dude, they might eat me. Dude, I think those are gigantic animals. Shrubs? What are these things? Purple. What the heck is over here? What is this out here? I don't remember this. Must have, because I built this. No, I didn't build this. No tree stuff. What's that? The drone last log. This could prove useful later. What? No trees. There's a drone right here. Dude. What was that movie with Tom Cruise? He was repairing these things. What was it? Dude, I don't remember this. Well, obviously I wasn't here because that stuff wasn't even open. This is like a blown platform. One by one, I've deactivated them. Oh, that's cool. What was that? Well, I can't remember. It was not Elysium. Elysium was the one with Matt Damon. That was pretty cool too. If you're into sci-fi stuff, Elysium was pretty cool. And the one with Tom Cruise was pretty cool. Well, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it's pretty cool. Kind of cool, man. I don't remember what it's called. I haven't seen it in a long time. Well, as you can tell, I remember that place. You have to go under. It's underwater when you're in there, so it's kind of cool. Humble's a cool planet. Like, there's a big cave system in there. So this is my only... Production time, 75 seconds. Oh, I think I set these to only take super alloy, which should solve that problem. So it said 75, right? Let's see if this works. It says production time 75 seconds. 60 seconds. 43 seconds. That's pretty expensive to just lower it that amount. Okay, well, my super alloy is working now. I'm at a little bit of a loss about aluminum here. I know at my prime one on my other playthrough I had an aluminum section. Zeolite, dolomite. How the heck do you get aluminum here? Huh. Well, I'm thoroughly confused. I got an remember, I have an aluminum problem and a tree problem, and I don't have any stinking trees here or aluminum. You're like, well, you could go to Prime. Mushroom just growing on the ground. Hungry? Anybody hungry? Tasty. Tasty mushroom, you say? What in the... How was I getting aluminum? Was I crushing to get aluminum? No. I'm confused on the aluminum thing. Maybe it was a bit of a battle to get aluminum here. Huh. Okay. Well, we're going to have to figure out our aluminum problem. There's a hamburger. Looked like a hamburger to me. I think I'll probably stay here a while. Let those super alloys build. Well, it's going to happen naturally. So I need to be able to build on, yeah, on this one. Is this one? Yeah, this one. I need to build another rocket. Maybe I should build it before I accidentally use the stuff I have somewhere else. So we need 2 of these guys, right? We've got those 3. We need 2 of these. We need a rocket engine. I don't remember very good here. I need super alloy rod and an Oz rod. Super alloy rod, which I can't make because I don't have any aluminum. Oh my gosh. That means I can't get out of here. I can't get out of here. Let's keep making those for now. I think I'll put that, and those 2 things in there, and my rocket engine. Those are things I need to get off this planet. Those things, I have 1 aluminum on me. That is really disturbing. Trying to remember where. Look at all the iron. All of these are full of iron. Magnesium, bauxite, zeolite, uraninite, you ain't right. Some engines. This is stuff I was going to take with me in there. Silicon and obsidian, osmium. I think I can have any room to put anything in there. Upstairs I have, this is this stuff, right? And then this is water and air, and this is food, algae, honey. This is all to make things up here in the bio. And then this should be all the gases. A mixture of both. And these are done via the drones. I know that I can make any of this stuff up here. And then over here, I've got these guys and mushrooms. And in here, you can make things. And in here, same thing. Somewhere I have the tree bark thing going on. All right, there's a lot for me to go through here. I really don't know. I thought I had an aluminum thing going here. I really did, because like the amount of stuff I was making, I would stand here and make pulsar, and I'd also make a bunch of these, but I guess none of those take aluminum. I can make the insect multiplier fuse, the growth multiplier fuse, and that one. Circuit boards. Bunch of explosives. Now you can break these explosives down to get... Where's the explosive? Circuit board and explosive powders. And then these are those thingies because they don't... I don't know what to do with that. If it was important, I would have had to use it a long time ago. So my drones are doing their thing. Maybe, I don't know if I was making animals here. I think these are for animals, right? The gene thingies to make DNA manipulator and synthesize a creature. And then this was to make the DNA to make these guys. And then this was my silk machine. Here's my fish. Over here I had plankton. And I could make things here. Nothing to make trees though. See if these things are... Now see, they're singles now. Now that I launched out of their planet, these are all singles. They were doubles before. Oh, here's my tree bark down here. Right here. I have one of those on the other planet too. My original overrun of items. And this should be like larva. Oh, you guys remember what I did with aluminum here? I don't. The heck was I getting aluminum here? I had to because I was making super alloy. Huh. I could... Well, that would be dumb, but I could theoretically reverse engineer the super alloy, break them down, and get one aluminum per and all that other stuff. Just, you know, if I need it. Like, say I need... Well, I need aluminum to build the heaters. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff going here. Little ponds, beehives, these guys for butterflies. All my power generations here. Oh, look at this. I've got triple energy fuses in both of those. So in case I need one, I can yerk one out of there. That's what you need to build the ship. See how much power we have. Oh, look at the oh my god. Look at the available power. 86,000. That's after having... I think I can afford to pull one or two of those things out of there. Anyway, I think I'm babbling on now. I'm actually very confused about aluminum here. I don't get it. If you guys remember Prime, picture my big... Like this was all water. My big place was here. If you went over here, there was an aluminum section that you could pick it up off the ground and you could mine for it. You could mine for aluminum. I don't understand how I got aluminum here. Unless it's in one of these caves? I don't remember this area that good. This is pretty small. Humble's pretty small, actually, compared to Prime. Prime is huge. Prime is like 6 of these areas this big when you look at the map. Well, I don't know. If you guys remember, please let me know, because I'm completely at a loss. Somehow, I was getting aluminum here. And as far as trees go, they only have this one tree I can buy. Unless I find trees. This one here. So it's 3,500 and it's only a 600 multiplier. How the heck was I getting aluminum? Oh my god. It's gonna haunt me. Alright, that's gonna do it for this one. Don't forget, if you made it to the end, let me know you did, because this is a little bit extra long one because I'm an idiot. And I think I'm still crushing stuff here. Yeah, I've got uraninite in there, and then I've got all that in here. These are overflows. These are all overflows for dolomite to pull it out of here. They're full. So this thing can keep going. I don't know why it wasn't full and these things aren't crushing. Why isn't this thing working? Every 70 seconds. Alright. Either way, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Help me with the aluminum, please. See ya.